Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Share the video, especially if you love college football as much as I do. As a Notre Dame fan, I know Notre Dame is probably not making the playoffs. They've already lost 2 games. They possibly could end up in the top 10. Maybe a New Year's Six bowl if they get lucky. I don't know. But I do know this. I want to talk about Marcus Freeman. And I want to talk about from his first football game as a head coach, from the time where he coached against Oklahoma State in the Fiesta Bowl 2 years ago, come bowl season, and up till now. Where I think he's at, how do I think he's grown, and do I think he's capable of winning a national championship for Notre Dame? First off, I think he started off at a fair route. You know, he did have a big lead against Oklahoma State, and they did come back and beat Notre Dame. But again, it was his first time being a head coach. It's more responsibility than being the defensive coordinator, because that's what he was at the time. I didn't see that at all as a sign of him being a bad coach or anything. I mean, look, now if he was a guy who had coached for a long time, and then that's a little different. But yeah, I mean, he was already in big games there, going to the Ohio State University to play them, played close, put up a fight, and Ohio State was a playoff team that year. And then they had a few setbacks. They lost to Stanford, lost to Marshall, and not in that order. But it did go on to beat ranked North Carolina, and they dominated a top 5 Clemson team, an undefeated Clemson team. Blew them out, which I think they'll do this Saturday too. But he lost to a top 10 USC team, and he finished a regular season. He finished his whole season with a Gator Bowl victory. I think it was a Tax Slayer Gator Bowl over a ranked South Carolina team who had also beaten Clemson and Tennessee in back-to-back games. Fast forward to this year, to second year, Notre Dame looks like a much more disciplined team. They play a lot better defensively. Not better, but they still play pretty good because they lost a lot of defensive players last year. The offense still pretty good. I think it's just going to take him some not learning pains. I think he's kind of already gone through that with the Louisville loss, Marshall, and which Louisville's not a bad loss. I mean, clearly Louisville's a good football team, right? But you know what I mean. It's a game he should win on paper. That's a tough stretch of games he's been through. I think he's the right guy. I think he's done a heck of a job. As a Notre Dame fan, I'm very proud to say that he's my team's head football coach. And it's only his second year. He's still fairly new to the game as a head football coach. He's going to need to get, obviously, over time, keep building his recruiting classes, keep getting players, keep enforcing his philosophy on things that he wants to do, the way he wants to do it. And here's the thing, Notre Dame for a while couldn't beat top 5, top 10 teams. Now they're doing it, so that's amazing. Excuse me. I do think that he has a chance at winning a national championship. If not next year, the year after, maybe by his 5th year, he will. Not maybe, by his no later than his 5th year, I predict that he'll win a national championship for Notre Dame. He has the mindset, the coaching ability, and the desire to win.